Direct sunlight and high humidity can kill the coronavirus in minutes, according to new research announced on April 24th by a senior U.S. official. A summary of research from the Department of Homeland Security found that when the temperature was 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit or 21 to 24 degrees Celsius with 20% humidity, the coronavirus's half-life or rate of decay was 18 hours on a non-porous surface. When humidity was raised to 80%, the half-life fell to 6 hours. When sunlight was added, the half-life dropped to just 2 minutes. When the virus was aerosolized in droplets that hang in the air, its half-life was 1 hour when the temperature was 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit with 20% humidity. When sunlight was added to the equation, its half-life was only 1.5 minutes. The new research was announced to reports at the White House by William Bryan, Science and Technology Advisor to the Department of Homeland Security Secretary, who displayed the information on slides. The study, which was carried out by the National Biodefense Analysis and Countermeasures Center in Maryland, has not yet been released for review and is still awaiting external evaluation. Bryan's summary of the research leaves many questions unanswered, such as the intensity and wavelength of the ultraviolet light used in the experiment. Bryan also noted the study was not an excuse to ignore stay-at-home orders.
It would be irresponsible for us to say that we feel that the summer is just going to totally kill the virus and that if it's a free-for-all and that people ignore those guides. That is not the case.
U.S. President Donald Trump said he was intrigued by the study.
So, supposing we hit the body with a tremendous, whether it's ultraviolet or just very powerful light, and I think you said that hasn't been checked, but you're going to test it. And then I said, supposing you brought the light inside the body, which you can do either through the skin or in some other way. And I think you said you're going to test that too. Sounds interesting.
Outside experts interviewed by various media outlets cautioned against using direct sunlight or ultraviolet radiation to kill the virus. Tests are preliminary and we do not have good data, Purvi Parikh, an immunologist with Allergy and Asthma Network in New York, told the New York Post. I am concerned with New Yorkers getting a false sense of security that leads to them being out and about. In a statement sent to CNN, the Illuminating Engineering Society, a nonprofit industry group, said, ultraviolet disinfecting wands or other ultraviolet products for residential use, as they are inadequately proven and unregulated, may pose a safety hazard and are unlikely to provide the protection expected. Even if you're around plenty of sunlight, it's still best to play it safe. Previous research indicates coronavirus can survive on some surfaces for days. In the case of the Diamond Princess cruise ship, RNA from the virus was found in cabin 17 days after infected passengers had left the boat. New research by American health officials and experts published in medRxiv shows that the novel coronavirus can survive in air particles for several hours and on some surfaces for up to 3 days. Researchers used a nebulizer machine to spread the coronavirus in the air and on several surfaces in a controlled environment. The device was used to emulate how the coronavirus would disperse if an infected individual coughed. Results showed that the virus was still detectable in the air 3 hours after it was spread. It was also detectable on copper surfaces for up to 4 hours, on cardboard surfaces for up to 24 hours, and on plastic and stainless steel surfaces for up to 2 to 3 days. An important side note is that this new evidence does not confirm that people have been infected through air particles, but that it is plausible that the virus could spread through aerosol and surface contamination. So, what can you do? Sanitize your hands regularly, don't touch your face, watch out for symptoms in yourself and others, and mainly, do not panic. That ain't going to help anyone.
According to the latest report by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, RNA material from the coronavirus can last on some surfaces for longer than previous research has shown. Experts analyzed the interior of the Diamond Princess cruise ship, which was quarantined off Yokohama, Japan, and found RNA material from the coronavirus in the cabins of both symptomatic and asymptomatic passengers that had been infected with SARS-CoV-2 up to 17 days after they had left the cruise. This evidence was found prior to disinfection of the rooms. The CDC specified in the report that although RNA of the virus was present, it does not mean live virus was still on the surfaces. It is also unclear whether or not this RNA is infectious. Commenting on the report, the MIT Technology Review says proper disinfection of surfaces kills traces of the coronavirus on all surfaces. According to the CDC, cruise ships facilitate viral outbreaks due to the close contact of passengers in close quarters. The CDC report states that altogether, the Diamond Princess and Grand Princess cruises carried more than 800 COVID-19 cases that resulted in 10 deaths.
For more news animations and explainers, hit the subscribe and bell button to join the TomoNews family. Thanks for watching.